I remember starting out as a new poker player and being intimidated by some of the terms and phrases thrown around at the poker table. So I recognise how daunting it is for new players or somebody who wants to get into poker. But never fear, I'm here to run you through some of the most common and important terms you need to know. 1. Community cards. Flop, turn and river. These are the 5 cards that are shown face up on the table. Before the first card is shown, a burn card placed face down on the table. This is to avoid any cheating. The first 3 cards that are shown face up are called the flop. After this, there's another burn card, and the next card shown face up is called the turn. Then there's another burn card, and the 5th and final card that's shown face up is the river. 2. Positions. In poker, there are 4 main position types that you need to be aware of. These are early, middle, late, and the blinds. I'll go over why position is important in a later episode, so let's break these down. We have early position. This includes under the gun +1, and under the gun +2. Under the gun means that you're the first person to act. As a brief introduction, this is typically seen as the worst position, as you have the least amount of information. And poker is a game of incomplete information, so the more information that you do have, the better you are to do well. Next we have middle position. This includes the Lojack and the HiJack. Next we have late position. Now this is typically seen as the best position or being in position. We have the cutoff, which is the last person to act before the dealer button, and the dealer or the button itself, which is seen as the best position. And last but not least, we have the blinds. These are referred to as small blind and big blind. The small blind is half the value of the big blind. Now these are the mandatory bets that have to be placed by players so that there's something in the pot to be playing for. Otherwise everyone would just fold unless they've got aces. 3. Orbit. Now we know a bit about the positions, we'll talk about an orbit. After every hand is played out, the dealer button is moved to the player to the left, clockwise around the table. Except in Europe where they do it backwards because of course they have to be different. Now when the button passes all the way around the table back to its original position, that's known as an orbit. 4. Stack. Your chips or stack are the amount of circular betting tokens that you have at your disposal to place bets at any time. 5. Pot. Pot is the total amount of chips that are in the middle of the table up for grabs at any one time during a game. 6. Shove, ship it, all in. So these all really mean the same thing. It's to take the chips that you have left in front of you and put them all in the middle as a bet. Players tend to shove all their chips, which is where we get the term. 7. Fold, lay down, muck. Again, these all mean pretty much the same thing. It's if you don't think your hand has the potential to win anymore and you want to get rid of it, you discard it, you throw them away, you throw them in the muck. So I think that's enough to get you started with for now, but there are many more poker terms and phrases that are slung across the poker table that I'll be sure to cover in future episodes. And if you have any suggestions of any terms or phrases that you don't quite understand, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to add them to future installments. As well as doing these Poker 101 videos, I also do a poker vlog. Check them out here.